The Union Legislature of India, also known as the Parliament of India, enjoys several powers, privileges, and immunities to enable it to perform its constitutional functions freely and effectively. These provisions are mainly contained in Articles 105 and 122 of the Constitution of India. They are essential for maintaining the dignity, independence, and authority of Parliament and its members. Powers. Parliament has wide legislative powers. It can make laws on subjects mentioned in the Union List and Concurrent List, and in certain situations, even on State List subjects. Parliament also has constituent power to amend the Constitution under Article 368. Further, Parliament exercises financial powers, such as passing the Union budget, levying taxes, and authorizing government expenditure. It also exercises control over the executive through questions, debates, motions, and no-confidence motions, ensuring accountability of the government. The Parliament of India is the highest lawmaking body of the country. It enjoys wide powers to perform its functions effectively in a democratic system. These powers are given by the Constitution of India and are essential for governing the nation. Legislative powers. The legislative power is the most important power of the Parliament of India. Parliament has the authority to make laws for the whole country. This power is given by the Constitution of India. Laws made by Parliament apply to all states and union territories, unless stated otherwise. Parliament can make laws on subjects listed in the Union List, such as defence, foreign affairs, railways, banking, and currency. It can also make laws on subjects in the Concurrent List, like education, forests, marriage, and criminal law, where both Parliament and state legislatures can legislate. In case of conflict, the law made by Parliament prevails. In certain special circumstances, Parliament can also make laws on subjects in the State List. This happens during a national emergency, when the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution in national interest, or when two or more states request Parliament to make a law for them. Parliament can also legislate to implement international treaties and agreements. Bills can be introduced in either House of Parliament and must be passed by both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, followed by the President's assent, to become law. Thus, the legislative powers of Parliament enable it to frame laws for national governance and maintain unity and uniformity in the country. Financial powers. The financial powers of Parliament are very important for the governance of the country. Parliament has full control over the income and expenditure of the Government of India. According to the Constitution of India, no tax can be imposed and no money can be spent without the approval of Parliament. Every year, the Union Budget is presented before Parliament, showing the estimated income and expenditure of the government. The budget is discussed and approved by Parliament. Parliament has the power to levy, modify, or abolish taxes such as income tax and customs duty. This ensures that public money is used only with the consent of the people's representatives. A money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, and not in the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha has greater authority in financial matters because it directly represents the people. The Rajya Sabha can discuss a money bill and make recommendations, but the Lok Sabha is not bound to accept them. Thus, through its financial powers, Parliament ensures financial accountability, transparency, and responsible governance. Executive control. One of the most important powers of Parliament is control over the executive, that is, the government. In India's parliamentary system, the executive is responsible to Parliament, especially to the Lok Sabha. The government can remain in power only as long as it enjoys the confidence of the Lok Sabha. Parliament controls the executive through various parliamentary devices such as question hour, 0 hour, debates, and motions. Members of Parliament can ask questions to ministers regarding the working of their departments. Ministers are required to give clear and truthful answers. This helps in checking misuse of power and ensures transparency in administration. Parliament can also express its lack of confidence in the government through a no-confidence motion. If such a motion is passed, the Council of Ministers must resign. Thus, executive control by Parliament ensures accountability, responsible government, and proper functioning of democracy. Constituent powers. The constituent power of Parliament means the power to amend the Constitution of India. This power is given to Parliament under Article 368 of the Constitution of India. Through this power, Parliament can change, add to, or repeal provisions of the Constitution to meet the changing needs of society. Parliament can amend most parts of the Constitution by passing an amendment bill with a special majority in both houses. Some important provisions, such as those relating to federal structure, judiciary, or powers of states, require not only a special majority in Parliament but also ratification by at least half of the state legislatures. However, Parliament's constituent power is not unlimited. The Supreme Court has held that Parliament cannot amend the basic structure of the Constitution, such as democracy, rule of law, judicial independence, and fundamental rights. Thus, the constituent powers of Parliament allow constitutional growth while also protecting the core values of the Constitution. Judicial powers. Apart from lawmaking, Parliament also exercises certain judicial powers under the Constitution of India. These powers help Parliament protect the Constitution and ensure discipline in public offices. One important judicial power of Parliament is the power of impeachment and removal of high constitutional authorities. Parliament has the power to remove the President, Vice President, and judges of the Supreme Court of India and High Courts on grounds of proved misbehaviour or incapacity. This process requires a special majority and follows a strict procedure to prevent misuse. Parliament also has the power to punish for breach of its privileges and contempt of Parliament. If any person or member disrespects Parliament or obstructs its functioning, Parliament can take action to maintain its dignity and authority. Further, Parliament decides matters relating to the qualification and disqualification of its members, subject to constitutional provisions. These judicial powers ensure accountability, uphold constitutional morality, and maintain the dignity of democratic institutions. Thus, the judicial powers of Parliament play an important role. In conclusion, the Parliament of India is the most powerful and important organ of the Union government. Its legislative, financial, executive control, constituent, and judicial powers enable it to govern the country effectively and democratically. Through lawmaking, Parliament shapes national policies, through financial control, it ensures proper use of public money, and through executive control, it makes the government accountable to the people. Parliament's constituent power allows the Constitution to grow with changing times, while its judicial powers help maintain discipline and constitutional responsibility among high authorities. Together, these powers make Parliament the guardian of democracy and the voice of the people. Thus, Parliament plays a central role in ensuring good governance, rule of law, and the welfare of the nation.